Gods are able to bestow power to other living beings. Some use their powers for the greater good of humanity or the universe, and other, well, they don't. Kratos, the god of war who was made a demigod by becoming the servant of the original god of war, versus SCP-682, an in-quotes god of unknown origin who hates all life. My name is Midnight and I'm going to analyze SCP-682 and Kratos completely and see who would win a showdown. Let's begin. Follow me on Twitter for good memes. First, let's talk about SCP-682, aka Lizard Boy. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in a complex communication with SCP-079 during their limited time of exposure. Let me know that SCP-079 is a very intelligent AI or computer. But okay, SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form because SCP-682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, being organic or inorganic, whatever. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside of SCP-682's nostrils, which are able, and listen this, which are able to remove usable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. SCP-682's regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering and completely overpowered. SCP-682 has been seen moving and speaking with its body 93% destroyed or rotted. So okay, we know that Lizard Boy or SCP-682 is very resilient, is extremely intelligent and powerful, and has very high strength, speed, and reflexes. But okay, what are the abilities of SCP-682 or Angry Lizard Boy? So as I said before, his abilities are superhuman strength, speed, reflexes, dexterity, immortality, regeneration, evolution, adaptation, duplication, power absorption, reality warping. He has a berserk mode, size manipulation, shape-shifting, manipulation, mind manipulation. Like, SCP-682 is a completely overpowered character in the SCP Foundation universe. You may say that okay, SCP-343 can actually kill SCP-682 because SCP-343 is a creator of the universe, but SCP-343 has stated that SCP-682 was a being created by someone that was not part of the universe SCP-343 governs, reigns, or whatever. Basically, SCP-682 exists or coexists with the universe of the SCP Foundation, and so thus SCP-343 cannot wish SCP-682 out of existence because SCP-682 coexists with another reality or another dimension. That's by my understanding, but I can be wrong. But it is a fact that not even the god of the SCP Foundation can kill SCP-682. He has the ability of adaptation. He cannot be effectively harmed the same way twice, because SCP-682 is going to shape-shift his body to adapt to the kind of attack he is receiving. He has the power of duplication. He can become into two separate entities. He has the power of reality warping. He can create localized space-time anomalies as a defense mechanism, basically like the reality stone from Thanos. He can absorb any kind of power, again like the power stone from Thanos. He can travel through dimensions. He can shape-shift his size, and not the last ability but one of the most overpowered ones, he can shape-shift his body. Its physical form is in a constant state of change and can grow and change very quickly to adapt to various scenarios. Has grown wings, spikes, large claws, armored plating, and an anteater-like tongue. So pretty much SCP-682 can adapt to any kind of situation. He can shape-shift his body to any kind of size. He can absorb any kind of power and can warp reality. Oh, and he is immortal and can regenerate very quickly. And aside from all of that, he is so powerful, he can destroy small skyscrapers. Any one of his rampages, he grew at the size of Saturn and completely destroyed and devoured the nearby planets throughout the solar system. Also, pretty much SCP-682 can destroy the entire universe because SCP-682 is a universal constant, and when it dies, the universe it inhabits will cease to exist. So if SCP-682 dies, the entire universe will cease to exist. So yes, SCP-682 is so powerful that he can destroy small skyscrapers, can destroy planets, he can shapeshift his size to the size of a goddamn planet, destroy the entire universe, destroy our galaxy. Like, SCP-682 is a very goddamn overpowered being. Basically, in a versus site, SCP-682 is banned from versus battles because SCP-682 is a very unfair creature, honestly. He has unlimited stamina, his range is unlimited because he can grow up to the size of a goddamn planet and travel to supersonic, hypersonic, to incredible speeds. But SCP-682 is not entirely invincible. He has lost to some SCPs and to some characters in video games or anime and manga or whatever. But okay, we have established that SCP-682 is a very powerful, intelligent, immortal and adaptable creature, and that he is very overpowered. Come on, dude. God damn it, SCP Foundation, you are so unfair sometimes. Now, let's talk about Kratos. I'm gonna take the version of Kratos of God of War 4 or God of War 2018 because in my opinion, that is the most powerful version of Kratos right now. Although he doesn't have his previous artifacts, Kratos is a very powerful being without those crazy artifacts from God of War 1, 2, and 3, and Ascension or whatever. Kratos was born and raised in the ranks of the violent Spartans. Kratos became a respected general in his ranks, but had to back the god of war Ares during a battle with the barbarians to avoid the Spartans' defeat. Ares listened to Kratos and defeated the barbarians for him and gave him the Blades of Chaos as a signature to represent Kratos' servitude to the god of war Ares. This, however, ended as Ares tricked Kratos into slaughtering his own wife and daughter, and after having the white ashes of his deceased family bound to his skin, Kratos headed out and sought revenge against his former master. And after some time, you know what happened. He killed his master Ares, he became the new god of war. Some time has passed and was betrayed by the gods of the Olympus, Hermes, Helios, Poseidon, and Zeus. God of War 3 happens and he kills all the gods of the Olympus, stabs himself with the blade of Olympus, and survives it. And after the events of God of War 3, Kratos traveled to Midgard in the Norse mythology and settled with a woman named Laufey, and the two had a beautiful son named Atreus. But okay, what are the abilities of Kratos? Kratos has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, reflexes, dexterity. He's a master at hand-to-hand combat. He's a master at any weapon he uses, being axes, spears, longswords, claymores, swords, daggers, blades, whatever. He can use any weapon at his disposal. He has not godlike, but he has very powerful regeneration. He's able to regenerate like holes in his chest because the blade of the Olympus, when he stabbed himself with the blade of the Olympus, made a big hole in his chest and he was able to regenerate that. But I haven't seen him regenerate like lost limbs or whatever, but okay. He also can use magic, ice manipulation, electricity manipulation, fire manipulation. He has his Berserker power up, which is basically Spartan Rage, where his emotions get the best of himself and starts killing everything inside, although he gets very powerful with his Spartan Rage. But okay, we know that Kratos is very powerful. He killed Hermes, the messenger of the Greek gods, which could run at the speed of sound and could fly at the speed of light, or 1/3 the speed of light, and he killed Hermes. He was able to react to the speed of Hermes and was able to catch on to Hermes running. Yes, he couldn't catch on when he was flying, but when Hermes was running, he could catch up to Hermes, a being that was running at the speed of sound. And he is strong enough to be able to battle against Kronos, which is slightly less powerful than Ares. Also, when Kratos went to hell, he met Ares, the guy that is basically lifting the goddamn planet, and was able to survive being crushed by the fingers of Ares. Ares, however, was going for the kill. He was trying to kill Kratos with his fingers, and Kratos was able to withstand the power of Ares, the titan that is basically lifting the goddamn planet. And he killed Kronos with ease. And also he killed Zeus, Hermes, Poseidon, Helios, the god of war, Ares, god of hell, Hades. Like, Kratos killed all of the Greek gods in the Greek mythology or in the Olympus. So he is very, very powerful, but we're talking about Kratos of God of War 4 or God of War 2018. And what did Kratos did in God of War 4 that we can take as reference to know how strong he is? Well, according to Cory Barlog, Kratos pushed the bridge of Tyr's temple, which approximately weighs 2 million tons, according to Cory Barlog, the goddamn developer of God of War 4, so that is a fact. He is strong enough to push 2 million tons and completely flip the realm travel room with his bare hands, which weighs a lot too. But that is just in terms of strength. How powerful is Kratos when hitting, when striking someone? Well, Kratos in God of War 4, he fought against Baldur, which Baldur in and itself is a multi-continent level being or person. Baldur fought the world serpent, in which the world serpent fought Thor in Norse mythology. And in Norse mythology, the battle between the world serpent and Thor shook all the 9 realms, and even one single realm is the size of the earth. So when the world serpent and Thor fought, all 9 realms were shook. The world serpent was also described as being large enough to encircle Midgard, in which in and of itself is very, very big. So okay, the battle between Thor and the world serpent shook all 9 realms, and Baldur killed the world serpent with only 3 punches. Taking that as reference, we know that Baldur is a very, very powerful person, a very, very powerful god, and Kratos survived several punches of Baldur. Like, Kratos fought 3 times with Baldur, a being that knocked out the world serpent with 3 punches. And Baldur gave more than 3 punches to Kratos in the stomach, in the face, or whatever. And Kratos was able to withstand Baldur's punches and was able to kill Baldur. If we take that as reference, basically Kratos can kill the world serpent if he wanted. Yes, in God of War 4 or God of War 2018, when the world serpent is revealed, Kratos is in quotes scared to his pants, and not that is not true. It has been revealed that Kratos, the only reason Kratos doesn't reveal his true power in God of War 4 is because of Atreus. He doesn't want to tell Atreus he's a god, and he doesn't want to reveal that he's a god or reveal his power of godlike power. But okay, who would win in a showdown? SCP-682, Angry Lizard Boy, or Kratos, the god of war and death? In my complete honest opinion, I would think that SCP-682 would completely destroy Kratos if SCP-682 was to take the form of a planet, because how could Kratos fight the form of SCP-682 being a goddamn planet? Yes, we can take the reference of, oh my god, if SCP-682 is that big, Kratos can go inside SCP-682 and kill it from the inside. But remember, Saturn is way, way, way bigger than the Earth, and SCP-682 took the size of Saturn as a reference. So how can Kratos, first of all, how can Kratos go inside SCP-682 if he is the size of a planet outside of goddamn Earth? By my understanding, Kratos cannot survive without oxygen, so he cannot go outside the goddamn Earth and kill SCP-682 from the inside. And even though if he got inside SCP-682, if he's that big, SCP-682 has corrosive liquids inside of it. So if SCP-682 shapeshifts to the goddamn size of a planet, Kratos will not be able to defeat it, and he would get obliterated instantly. But for the sake of this video and for the sake of Kratos, I'm going to ban that ability for SCP-682, but I have stated that if SCP-682 transforms into a goddamn planet, Kratos is done for, but no transforming into planets SCP-682. So let's continue. SCP-682 can transform into whatever size he wants, but the most notable sizes he has transformed in is city levels, mountain levels, and continent level. Like, he has been seen transform into the size of a goddamn continent. And so, who would win in a showdown? SCP-682 transforming into a goddamn continent, or Kratos, the god of war and death? First of all, it doesn't completely matter how much Kratos SCP-682 is going to only stand there and tank all of the attack Kratos is giving to SCP-682. Can Kratos punch a hole through SCP-682? Yes, he can. Can Kratos completely smash to bits SCP-682? Yes, he can. Can Kratos lift SCP-682 being transformed into a continent? Yes, he obviously can. Honestly, if SCP-682 wasn't immortal, Kratos will find a way to kill him, but as SCP-682 is actually immortal, he cannot die by age and he cannot die by any means. Like, you cannot kill SCP-682 because he is technically already dead and already alive, like his life coexists in another plane of existence. So SCP-682 cannot actually be defeated, and if Kratos defeated SCP-682, the universe will cease to exist. So goodbye Kratos, Atreus, and all of the loved ones from Kratos. And I'm saying the same for SCP-682. It doesn't matter what SCP-682 does to Kratos, Kratos is going to stand there and tank all of the attacks. Kratos can regenerate from any attack. I don't know if he can regenerate from being crushed in the head or the arms or whatever, but he can regenerate some attacks. It took Baldur several punches to completely disable Kratos, and disable I mean like to draw blood from Kratos. But Kratos is not completely immortal. Yes, he cannot die by old age, but he can be killed, like how Kratos killed Hermes and all of the gods of the Olympus, and how Kratos killed Baldur. All of those gods were in quotes immortal because they couldn't die by age, but they could be killed. And that is the same for Kratos. Even though he is the god of death, if he dies he's going to go to hell and climb his way up again. He will technically respawn again. So who would win a showdown? My honest opinion is that it will be a complete draw because neither of them is going to die. And if Kratos dies, he will just respawn again. But can Kratos kill SCP-682? In my honest opinion, Kratos cannot kill SCP-682, for the sole reason that SCP-682 cannot be killed actually. But can Kratos survive an encounter with SCP-682? Yes, he can. He is the god of war, and he is the god of death. If you guys watched this video until the end, I really do appreciate it a lot. If you guys commented, subscribed, gave a like or whatever, dude, I appreciate it a lot, thank you. Please leave a comment down below what do you think about this video, do you like it or not, and please leave a comment down below who you think would win, Kratos or SCP-682, because I want to know your opinion. Also, I want to open a Patreon, but first I want to ask you guys if it will be okay. Would you guys support me on Patreon? And if you guys did so, I want the rewards being something that you guys said. So please leave a comment down below what kind of rewards should I do for Patreon, or if I should do a Patreon. It's okay guys. That is all for today. If you guys like the videos, love, like, comment, I'll greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, take care, and I love you very, very much. Thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Bye bye.